welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and I'm the beauty author, and today's episode is going to be a weight loss video for you guys. I really just want to share with you guys how I was able to lose a little over 50 pounds. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been on this weight loss journey. I call it my weight loss challenge. At one point I was doing WWLC and that stands for Wednesday Weight Loss Challenge, but I wasn't consistent, and over this past several months I've been very consistent, and so I figured it would be nice to just kind of put a all-in-one video for you guys. Just share with you guys what actions I've had to take to lose weight and to maintain my current weight or weight loss. So yeah, that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. I want to really walk you guys through just everything that I've done, everything that I've been doing, and everything that I'm doing now. I'll kind of walk you guys through all my struggles that I've been through as well, and like I said, just kind of give you guys a all-in-one deal. So yeah, if you guys are interested in hearing how I was able to lose over 50 pounds and maintain keeping that weight off, then keep watching. Okay guys, so I think it's best to just kind of give you guys a quick and short background story. I think it would just help you guys understand where I started, and sorry if you hear any snoring in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my brother is sleeping. He's right there. So please excuse him. He's really tired. Okay, so anyways, I want to give you guys a little bit of a background story, just to help you guys understand where I came from and where I'm at now. So this started about 3 years ago. I was weighing in at my heaviest. I want to say it was about like 200 pounds, and I'm like really short. I'm 5'2", so I'm like really short. And to be that short and weigh that much, let me just tell you right now, that was the heaviest that I weighed, and so it was like this major struggle. Like I was like, everything was hurting every day. I had difficulty sleeping. I had difficulties when I woke up. I had difficulties breathing. I was like, you know, just huge. I was big as hell. Yeah, I was super big, and I just remember having a lot of health issues. I was always very emotional. I was very insecure. I felt like my confidence was more on, like, you know, the lower end. I remember, like, I haven't always been heavy, so I remember going from like a size 4 in pants to a size 17, 18 in women's, juniors. Yeah, juniors and women's. I don't know, my body's weird. I fit the same in juniors that I do in women's sometimes. But anyways, during that time I did, and I like didn't know how bad it was until I would, you know, get pictures taken of me, and then I would see myself and go, damn. Damn. You know, because I feel like sometimes you just don't know, you know. And yeah, when I look back in the pictures, I was like, wow, I can't believe I let myself go. Like, I can't believe I let myself get to that point, right? It's kind of like you're blinded and you're really just kind of in denial. At least that's how I felt. Like, I was in denial, like, I'm not that big. And then I, you know, would look at the pictures and think to myself, is that really me? Who is that girl? You know, but yeah, sure enough, it was me. And I don't know, like, I just had difficulties coping with it, and it was like 3 years ago, back in April or May of 2014, I decided to start a membership, and I went to the gym and I opened up a membership, and I was really excited. And I think that like first year, like, I think I was very consistent at first, and then that just kind of died off. And then it really wasn't until like end of 2015, and then kind of here and there throughout 2016 and all of 2017 where I was very consistent. I had a lot of things going on in my life. There was a lot of gaps between those timings because the things that I started dealing with were things that were very unexpected. I'll give you a few examples. Besides the fact that I was working and going to school full-time, like that's hard. When you're going to school and you're working, and on top of that you're trying to focus on yourself, is very difficult. At least for me it was hard to make it manageable and put together a schedule where I can follow it and be consistent, because I remember where I tried that and I just started falling off because I had an assignment due or an exam where I had to like focus. On top of that, I got really sick. Later found out that I had something very serious, and you know, first I thought it was all in my head, but I was having like physical symptoms where I was vomiting and I just was not doing so well. And I think that was in 2015. Anyways, that same year, my dad almost died. He had several strokes. I was gonna say a stroke, but he had several strokes, and he almost died. And so I had to like take care of him and make sure that, you know, he'd be okay. I also helped him with recovery, and you know, it was difficult. Then yeah, there's more. And then in 2016, my uncle, I discovered that he had Alzheimer's, and man, if you guys don't know what Alzheimer's is, look it up. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on YouTube, but it's a disease, and it basically, you know, shrinks the brain. There's more to it, but like I said, look it up. I don't want to spend too much time explaining and stuff like that. And for those of you guys who also don't know the effect that it has on you, it primarily like affects older people, and my uncle is in his 70s. I think he's almost in his 80s, but pretty much it was like taking care of a 6-year-old. Oh my god, I can't, like, it was really sad to just kind of see him go from being this totally capable person to becoming totally incapable. And it also just really broke my heart because there was other people that didn't want to take him in, and they were okay with just, you know, letting him go. And I don't know, but I have a really soft spot, sorry, I have a huge soft spot in my heart, and I just couldn't do that. And once I like took him in and stuff like that, it's not what I thought it was. Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't really educate myself, you know, and so it got to a point where, you know, I couldn't do it, you know. And talking about it makes me really emotional, but I just want to really share with you guys all the real setbacks that I had in life. Anyways, so for that reason, I couldn't focus 100% on myself. I'm at this point now where I'm able to focus 100% on myself, and as selfish as that sounds, sometimes you have to be a little selfish for yourself. Sorry guys, I feel a little teary-eyed. I hate this feeling. Besides all the setbacks that I had, I always stayed, you know, like mentally motivated, and I knew that I wanted to do it, knew that I wanted to continue losing weight. Just wanted to feel good about myself. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to feel healthy, and because I didn't feel that way, you know, I wanted to. So I just became very consistent with my workouts, very consistent with what I was eating and what I was drinking, and I was very mindful of everything. I know in the past, I think I told you guys in one of my videos that I don't count calories, and even though I don't count calories, like I'm not literally taking a notebook or using an app, I'm just being very mindful of it and knowing how much I consciously take in. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into the video. yeah, so okay, so let me go ahead and tell you guys what I've been doing. I took a lot of notes. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start with possible reasons to what could cause weight gain, and I'm just gonna read off what I wrote. I wrote genetics, obesity, stress, being emotional, not motivated, letting yourself slip. Those are reasons that, you know, caused me to gain weight. More of letting myself slip, stress, and yeah, so just wrote down a few reasons. You're more than welcome to just research yourself if you really want to know all the reasons that could cause weight gain, but medications also can cause weight gain. Alright, so I want to give you guys a walkthrough of things I was drinking and eating. Okay, so for drinks, I wrote down water, 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 water. I remember starting off with like drinking smoothies, and I would put all different types of crazy things in my smoothies. I would put like vegetables and fruits and a bunch of like different stuff, and eventually I just kind of stopped doing that. Not for any specific reason, just I don't know, I just kind of got bored, and that's why I started doing like a variety of different things, because with my body I just get really bored, you know. So yeah, at one point I was doing the smoothies, and then I was also doing the coconut water. The brand that I was drinking was Zico. I did a lot of research on different coconut waters, and that just happened to be the best one that I found as far as like just being more on the natural end. There's different types of Zico coconut waters, like they make different flavors and just different types. The one that I got is 100% coconut, like natural coconut water. I read the ingredients, I did my research, and that was the one that I would repurchase over and over. And I also started doing like sparkling water. I stopped doing that because it started giving me like a full type of feeling. I remember just craving sodium, you know, just wanting to have Coke or pop. And I don't know, like I cut that out of my life for just personal reasons. Like I just didn't want to drink pop anymore. I wanted to just completely stop that. It's bad for my teeth, and I just didn't want to get myself on doing that or continuing to do that. So whenever I had like a Coke or pop craving, I would go for sparkling water. And I stopped doing that because I don't know what it is, but sparkling water just makes me feel full, and not in a good way. So I stopped doing that. And I just pretty much stuck to like water, just water. I would carry this big 52-ounce Smart Water bottle with me, and obviously I'd repurchase like a new one. But I would do that, and I also drink like coconut milk. And I think in this video I really just want to share with you guys things that I learned about myself. Like I learned that dairy upsets my stomach. I learned that gluten upsets my stomach. I learned a lot of different things, and that is how I started kind of going through a different route. So I started just kind of cut certain types of dairies out of my life. Dairies that were, like I said, just giving me the upset stomach, and just were not in agreement with my stomach. And same thing with gluten. Even though I don't have like gluten allergy, I still have a little bit of sensitivity to it, so I don't always do the whole gluten-free thing, but sometimes I do. And I don't know, I just feel like my stomach is in a happy place whenever I am cutting things out that really irritated. So yeah, I started doing that. And let me see, it says, as time went by, I was making different adjustments. I started learning about myself, my body, what my body did and didn't like, and just things that I became interested in. And what I mean by that is I eventually became organic, like 100% organic, non-GMO, no preservatives, just kind of really concentrating on what was really good for my body. And what was good for my body was good for my brain. I did really feel a difference. Like, I feel like I was able to just, I don't know, have more clarity. I was able to just function a lot better. That was really important to understand. Okay, so moving on into types of foods. Oh, and also at the beginning, like for drinks, I would use those packets. They're the powder packets that you put in your water. I used to love the Hawaiian ones. There's Hawaii Punch, the brand, and they make like their flavors, and I used to love those. And then I just realized that I don't need those. Like, the whole purpose of this whole thing was me making sure that I don't rely on anything but myself to naturally, you know, lose the weight. And I just felt like using those types of things was me relying on them. And like with time, eventually I was able to make those adjustments. So yeah, in the process though, like, you know, it helped me get to the point where I am today. So yeah, it was difficult, but yeah, moving on into the foods. Okay, so it says, at first I had difficulties controlling how much I was eating. I left that part blank, so I'm assuming that's what I meant. And I realized I was eating out of boredom. Yes, sometimes I would just eat because I'm bored, I'm lonely, I have no friends. So I would just eat because, you know, I like didn't have a life. And so I did that, and eventually I, like, with time, everything was with time. Like, I like decreased my sugar intake, I reduced my sodium intake as well. I reduced my I was reducing calories, like the amount of foods I was eating too, and I started increasing workouts, and then fluids. I was only drinking water at one point, lots and lots and lots and lots of water. Okay, and for exercises, I did a lot of cardio, which I still do today, but now I just do more of HIIT workouts, and I'm actually working with the trainer right now, and he is amazing. I absolutely love him. But I recently hit like this plateau, and at one point I wasn't like losing any weight, so I decided to get myself a personal trainer, and he's awesome. So yeah, I'll go into that later in the video about talking more on that. So yeah, I was taking a lot of classes at the beginning. I was doing a lot of like cardio classes, a lot of weightlifting classes, and then I wrote down I was doing anything to get my heart rate going up. So anytime you're working the heart, like, you're working your body. Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there because I want to let you guys know I'm not like a certified trainer or anything like that, but this is just stuff that I learned, and stuff that I learned that eventually helped me. So anything that increased my heart rate would help me in my workouts, and it just means that you're working yourself, you know. So I would do a lot of cardio classes because that was, you know, the type of exercises that help increase the heart rate. And I did a lot of running, like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and even with my running, it was a process, you know. Like, I started off with walking, jogging, running, you know, like literally in that order. Like, I would walk, and then I would try to jog, and then I would try to run. And the minute I would get out of breath, I would stop and go back to running. And then I would just, you know, like little by little, make these increments, right? So that is what my running looked like. And then I also started doing more of the Stairmaster. Like, I used to do it before too, but I would do less of it because I like couldn't do it. It was like really difficult for me. But now I'm at this point where I could stay on there and I could tolerate it. Yeah, and that's pretty much pretty much it. I just wrote that I made a lot of modifications, and these modifications were made throughout time, throughout these small increments that eventually became big adjustments. I also want to share with you guys that I would read everything on the nutrition facts. Everything, okay? There's certain things that I would buy, like these rice crackers. They're like flavored rice crackers, and I would use that on days where I wanted a snack, you know? And I bought this because I liked eating rice crackers, not because of, you know, like specifically to losing weight, but the benefit was that they were low in sugar, they were healthy, and they had low calories. And oh, sorry guys, my memory card got full, so I had to switch to a new one. But prior to it cutting off, I was talking about rice crackers, and one important thing I wanted to tell you guys is that the foods that I'm currently eating, not in any way, not so much I guess in any way, shape, or form am I now eating what I'm eating, like the grocery shopping that I do. I do it because I feel like it's what's healthier for me, it's what's good for me. And my current eating style is pretty much all like raw. Not everything is raw, but you know, like I try my best to do 100% raw. Again, it doesn't always work that way. I'm human. There are times where I want, you know, I crave Burger King, I crave McDonald's, you know, I crave fast foods, but it's just not, you know, it's just not what I want to do anymore. So not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm not. There are days where I do go to Subway, you know. Those are very, very few times though. There are times where I eat out, because I like to eat out. And yeah, but for the most part, my grocery shopping is pretty much raw veggies, raw fruit, and yeah, like I try to make all my, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinners at home, because then I know what's going into it. And I think the key thing to this whole weight loss journey was controlling and just understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. You're going to make small increments, and then eventually you're going to make these huge adjustments. And that is what led to my weight loss. And also just being very strong-willed, motivated, and knowing that you can do it, because you can. And I started off at 200 pounds, you know, and now I weigh 145, 146 pounds. And I feel like I look good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. So, yeah, I did also switch up my shoes. I noticed that for me, I probably won't really ever wear Nikes anymore. I feel like Nikes are more of a fashion statement type of wear. And I've switched to Under Armour. I really, really like them. The type of shoes that I got, they're really, really nice, and they're great for running. They're very light, but at the same time they have like that equal balanced like support that you need. So I'll have to show you guys in a different video, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. If you guys have any questions, if there's anything that maybe I left out, or anything that you guys want me to like touch up on or talk more about, please, please, please leave it in the comment box, and I'll be happy to do a separate video for you guys. But if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I still want to lose a lot more weight, like 40 pounds, because I want to get down to 110 pounds, and I'm gonna do it. So if you guys want to continue and see me shedding off this weight, I have a neck now. And my gobble got so small. My gobble. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to continue seeing these videos, if you guys have any topic requests, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye guys. Mwah.